Sup, sisters? This is Rachel and Rebecca checking in. So I quit my job last week.
Wait, I thought we ghosted him.
I'm starving. Wait, what are you wearing?
Age is just a number. No, we can do anything.
Okay, you guys. I think first and foremost, we need to talk about Taylor Frankie Paul. We're filming this on a Thursday. Literally, The Bachelorette was just canceled.
T-Paul. What are we going to do with you? Because just last week, we were on here being like, you know what? She's really overcome a lot of things and she's owned up to all her mistakes. And then this all comes out. And it's like, this
so tough.
This is what happens. And it's brutal. He gets canceled. I thought I was going to do Bachelor Sunday Mondays.
I thought so too.
No longer. I'm bummed about that, to be honest.
You know, me too. It was something that I was looking forward to.
I was looking forward to that. Now, do I think the ABC made probably the best decision for them to cancel it? Yes, to be clear.
No, I think, like, here's what's so hard is, like, how do you support Taylor Frankie Paul as a Bachelorette? Like, how, like, with all this domestic violence allegations going out, it's impossible to, like, morally be like, I am in support of this, when it's just like, no, I like actually don't support this at all. Like, yeah. I do not support domestic violence, nor anyone who like is involved in domestic violence. So like, do I think ABC made the right decision? Totally. But here's like, I feel like ABC also has been like trying so hard for stuff not to come out. Do you know what I mean? Like they already knew all of this stuff. Like
in February is what you're saying?
No, even like the video of like, I guess
no, they didn't see it until it came out on TMZ.
Really?
I mean, according to the YouTube reel I saw, I mean, they're claiming they didn't see it until it just came out today, which is what tipped them over the edge to cancel the season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For them, I mean, I don't know. I could totally see them having heard whispers of this in February and being like, "Hey, let's just keep this under wraps until The Bachelor comes out." Because, to be fair, they probably have put millions of dollars into filming The Bachelorette.
ABC
like, this is a nightmare.
ABC is reeling. The producers at ABC is reeling. You know that they've had like a gazillion meetings about this. And you know, they're just like, what do? We're going to lose so much money. This was supposed to be our revival.
This was going to save The Bachelorette.
No, The Bachelorette was dying.
They're saving the franchise.
No, seriously.
No, if you think you've had a tough week at work, be grateful you don't work at ABC right now. Specifically at The Bachelorette, because this is a nightmare. They're having an American Idol rerun in its place. Oh, that's so sad.
But like, here's what's hard though, is like, I don't think choosing Taylor Frankie Paul as the Bachelorette was a good option to begin with.
Well, I come back to this where people are like, oh my goodness, this spoils The Bachelor. We know she's not engaged now. I'm like, no singular person thought that Taylor Frankie Paul was coming out of this engaged. Like, she was going to make amazing television. I thought she was going to do great on the show. Did I think her relationship was going to last? No.
Well, especially when she's like sleeping with Dakota literally the night before. Literally, she like misses her flight to LA to film. Like, she's not in a mental headspace to fall in love. Yeah, and like also that poor person that like she makes fall in love with her basically.
No, that like her and Dakota's dynamic is not something that you could be dating her while that dynamic is going on. No, I mean obviously she's sleeping with Dakota, but their dynamic is not in a place for her probably to be bringing in another party.
Yeah.
And again, what's so hard is that it's so unclear to me what's going on with the most recent domestic violence allegations. Like, I feel like we have the 2023 one where it's like clear, it's the throwing of the chair, the video that just came out, which like weird timing of that video coming out, but people are like speculating on that video. But what's tough for me is that it still happened. Like, they're like, well, why is this coming out now? And it's like, well, I fear this is what happened.
Well, no, and then because I was like, well, she's like drunk in the video, so like initially I was like, well, yeah, like she's drunk, like she's not drinking anymore, but like your point was like, okay, yeah, but like it still happened, and also if a dude did this, it'd be like why, like what?
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean? It's so unacceptable.
Yeah, well, for me, the whole thing, like I saw a comment on one of these, be like, you need to remember she's drunk in this video, and I'm like, dude, if anyone comes home, I don't care what state you're in, and is abusing someone, or whether or not you want to call it abuse, whatever you want to do, like any sort of domestic violence, it doesn't matter if they're drunk or not.
And the kid got hit.
Yeah, they said she had a goose egg.
Yeah.
I thought initially I heard that the kid wasn't harmed at all.
I heard, that's what I heard too.
This most recent one,
yeah.
is saying that she had a goose egg.
Yeah.
Which is so sad. And it's so sad to me because like this is someone's real life. And especially those kids, like this is their real life. And people are like, oh, she's going to lose her parental rights, all this stuff. And I get that it's like a news story. But at the same time, I'm like, those kids, that is so sad. And this is like tumultuous for them as well.
It is tumultuous for everyone. Like, I feel bad for Taylor. Like, can you imagine? Like, she probably just wants to like curl up in a ball and like not go out into the world. Like, is she crazy and does she has issues? Like, yeah, for sure. Yeah. But like, this sucks for her. This sucks for ABC. This sucks for Dakota. I mean, like, the world hates him. How do you like him? He's also like a liar. So like, and like he's fueling the fire. Like, I think that's the bottom line too, is he's fueling the fire. But like, at some point, is there like she has a responsibility to say no and be like, no, like we can't do this anymore. That's
what I was thinking as I was watching this most recent season. Is like, is Dakota, has he lied to her consistently, cheated on her, all of this stuff? Absolutely. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yes, he's done all of these things. No one here is saying Dakota's an amazing guy, has been an amazing partner to you, an amazing whatever. And at some point, you got to cut him off. And I know she says it's a cycle, and I know there's whatever.
It is a cycle. It is a cycle.
It is a cycle, but I'm like, you got to break the cycle.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to break the cycle. He's not going to break the cycle. He's always going to be available to you, and you just have to break the cycle. And that's hard. You have to be.
No, that's like,
it's so hard.
Like, it sucks.
But it's tough. It's like, it's on you.
No, totally.
Like, he's always going to be there at the ready, and you have to be the one that's strong.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what else. The 2025 domestic violence is saying like she choked him with a
necklace.
A necklace. And that is just, it's so hard because I always rooted for her to like figure everything out and like have this really big redemption arc and like find happiness and joy. And I still hope that for her. Like, totally. I hope she gets over all of her issues. But also, you know, domestic violence, I don't condone those actions.
Yeah, and like how can that's the issue is like how can you?
I know. I'm like, look, if there's one issue as a nation that we can say we don't condone pedophilia with the Jeffrey Epstein files. And I do not conform domestic violence in any form or fashion.
Yeah.
And I feel like those are just like good heuristics.
Like, that's just like being a good person, supporting good things. And like, does that leave room for like people to change? Like, yes, for sure. Like, honestly, like I feel like her arc in her arc on Slom has been amazing. Like the first season I was like, no, Team Taylor. Even like, recently we're like, no, Team Taylor. Like, at least she's owning up to her stuff. But like, clearly this is a pattern. And like, clearly there's also just like a right and wrong sometimes. Yeah. And I think it's okay to be like, no, this is wrong. Like, you can't do this and expect to have no consequences. Like, and the fact that like this is a recent act, it means that there's still issues going on. I mean, she called Dakota like 150 times.
Yeah, that was
in like 90 minutes. Like that
was a crash out. Their relationship is so toxic.
Yeah, they're so toxic. Like, they're both crazy
on like a whole new level. I don't think I've ever witnessed in my personal life. But what I was going to say is,
go ahead.
It's so, because in 2023, like just what you were saying is that like we forgave her. Yeah. Not that like we forgave her and like it's our place to forgive her, but the public got over it.
No, totally.
The public was like, hey, you owned up to this. You said, I messed up. I was drunk. I'm now sober. I'm getting better. Like, I'm improving. And everyone was like, great. We're so happy for you. Like, you messed up. You owned up. And I think when people start to get quote unquote tired, which is what people talked about in this season, was just like, at some point you have to stop. It's like, the patterns where people are like, wait,
you need to change. And like change doesn't only involve like your words. Like, it's like changing in your behaviors. Like, you can tell me all you want that you've changed and stuff, but like until the behaviors are there, nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going. Sorry.
No. I was just gonna say I totally agree, and it's funny because she says those exact same things to Dakota.
It's so interesting.
Where she's like, you are telling me you love me, and then you're going out and sleeping with all these girls. And she's like, it doesn't matter because your actions are saying more. And it's like, man, girl, your actions. I fear that. It's so sad.
It's so sad. The whole thing is sad.
Yeah, they're just no winners.
No.
They're no winners. And the controversy is so fascinating. And the context around her. And I am really intrigued to see what's going to go on with this current investigation.
Yeah.
And like actually have everything come out, because there's a lot of stuff where people are saying Hulu has known about this for a long time and has been protecting Taylor because she is such a star of their show and has known that there's been violence, and he's shown up with like bruises and stuff constantly, and obviously the choking and everything going on. And I'm interested to hear what comes out.
I think you told me a point earlier than this that you should air.
Oh yeah. So in the most recent season, this also comes from a reel. I did not come up with this myself. In the most recent season, she and Dakota are fighting outside one time, and you'll see Michaela and her husband Jace will go outside and like, oh, we're just gonna go sit with them to like make sure this doesn't get too heated. And at first, when you're watching this, you're like, oh yeah, they're crazy fighters. You know, good for them to kind of mediate the conversation. They actually sit there in silence and don't say a word. They're not mediating, they're just observing.
Yeah.
And someone was pointing out, like, probably they're observing to make sure they don't get physical with each other on camera. Like, they're there not if, like, things verbally get out of control, because they were yelling at each other, but things physically getting out of control.
Well, what's interesting is, like, Hulu doesn't want this to get out.
No.
Also, like, the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast members, like, they don't want to get this, like, they don't want this to come out.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't good for them because they were going to be aired on The Bachelorette. Like, I saw, like, promo of, like, them being a part of it that reaches new audiences, whatever. I mean, I think they'll be fine. Like, obviously they're going to be fine, but, like, yeah, all of these people are probably, like, know stuff's going on, but just like not really taking action just because it's just like they are profiting off of some of it, and it's just like a really sticky situation.
Oh, for sure.
And as a segment, I don't want to be a part of this.
For sure, there's like a business interest going on, but also like they're genuinely friends with Taylor.
Yeah.
And so they're also probably trying to protect Taylor the person.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you know, I know my friend is kind of doing whatever.
Like crazy stuff.
Yeah, some crazy stuff behind closed doors. But you're just also trying to protect her the person because this is going to ruin her life.
Okay, but I also heard a take from someone else just being like, okay, but like they're not like actually friends with her because like they're like co-star friends, because if you were like actually friends with her, like at some point you'd be like, Taylor, you need to stop. Like something needs to happen. Like this isn't okay.
Yeah, but they tell her that on the season continually.
Yeah.
In the flesh.
Yeah, that's
like
probably
you need to break
true.
up with Dakota.
Yeah, but like maybe like talking about like going like the domestic violence part of it.
Yeah, no, they do need to.
But you know, probably you don't do that on live television either.
That's probably not the place to air it.
I don't know.
And also, you know, I just like you can't blame someone else for someone's actions, which is tough.
No,
but I don't know. For sure, they have other friends, and like, do I think this is their ultimate friend group? No, I think Mom Talk is their business friend group. That I don't really. know.
Very interesting situation though.
So fascinating, so messy.
Yeah,
but. We stand against domestic violence.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom line. You know what? I do want to support ABC somehow. Because like, did they make a mistake in casting Taylor for sure? And did they not want anything to come out? Like for sure, but they're losing so much money. And at least like someone there has some moral standing. Being like, we can't like, we literally just like can't air this with like this person going through like a domestic violence lawsuit.
Yeah, you know, I always appreciate when like financial incentives and moral incentives align. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe we as a people are doing something right. Yeah. When those two things align.
Yeah. I think that's,
because even for me, I was like kind of, honestly, if they had aired it.
I mean, I was going to watch it. I still want to know what happens.
I was like morally conflicted in like, I probably should boycott this. Not boycott, but like maybe I shouldn't tune in because of, you know, all the things that are going on. But also, I was so curious.
I know, that's the thing. It's just so hard. And here's the reality is like, we weren't watching it for love.
No.
You knew this was blowing up in their face, in her face, in ABC's face, but like, it didn't matter. Like, ABC just didn't even care if Taylor Frankie Paul ended up with anyone. Like this season was not about finding love. This was about getting like airtime.
Just about drama. Well, and even on Slom, you see all of her friends. No one's talking about her finding love. They're all talking about her getting space from Dakota for a couple months. Like this will be a good detox for you away from Dakota. And I'm like, no, again, she's not finding love.
You know, it's interesting. It just shows that like, you can kind of run away from your problems, but like at some point you have to face them, especially if like he's your baby daddy.
Yeah,
that sucks. That's what sucks too, is like she like can't just like break up with him and block him because like they share a child.
And
that makes it
that is why I was talking to one of my friends. You just, when you're having a kid with someone,
oh my gosh,
do not do it. And I mean, like she had unprotected sex with him when she was ovulating during the season.
Ew.
And that is just
season 4.
Oh yeah, in season 4.
That's why she's pregnant.
Yeah, she's not actually,
like,
obviously,
no,
but
obviously.
still just like those behaviors are, I mean, that's like so reckless and like just dumb, frankly.
So dumb.
Like, what do you know, what are you doing? Like, you can prevent this.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like, you know, maybe don't have kids with people, you know. Right. I'm just saying they are connected forever because they have a kid.
That's what's so hard.
And
like,
if your relationship is unstable, it is not the place to bring in a child. And that's what I mean by that.
And you'd think this would be common sense.
At this point.
And that's the bottom line is just like, man, like the common sense is just like thrown out the window. To the point where it's just like, you are crazy.
Like, it's just not even part of the conversation.
No.
And then when people kind of try to like bring it up, sometimes it does not go over well. It is not well received. And I'm like, sister soldier, we cannot be doing this still. You can't be still, like... What do you do? Okay, like let's say you're Taylor Frankie Paul.
Oh my gosh.
And you are in this weird toxic cycle with your ex who you share a child with. So you have to see him to share a child with. How do you get out of the cycle? Because you have to see him to like exchange.
I know it's so hard because like your number one piece of advice is like go no contact. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, block him. Yeah, easy, move on. Like that would be a hard cut and dry. But like with the kid, I think it's just like you have to set boundaries for yourself, or it's just like we only text and it's only logistics. Like, hey, when are you dropping off? And when the kids dropped off, like I'm not seeing you. Like I look at like how Chase and Miranda co-parent and how they're friends and they're hanging out sometimes. Like that can't happen.
No, they're not in a place.
No, they're not in that place.
Love it for Chase and Miranda.
No, it's great for them.
They're in a place where they can totally do that.
Totally.
Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying.
And like, I mean, like, kudos to Miranda. Miranda's like, I haven't kissed him since, like, I literally told him I didn't want to,
so
like, I wanted to break up with him. Like, kudos to her. Like, she should be the Bachelorette.
No, I wish she were the Bachelorette so bad. Yeah. She would be amazing.
She
and
would
she's
be
cool.
interesting.
I like her
I think she's really cool. So, I mean, what do you do? What do you think?
I saw a comment and someone was like, they need to have a mediator at all of their meetups. Like when they pass Ocean off, like she passes it to a mediator who passes it to Dakota. Yeah. Like all conversations between them have to go like be three-way with a mediator. Like they're unable to speak to each other without like a third party present at all times.
Yeah, I think that's so right.
Yeah, like there's just no other way.
No.
Like you have to have someone else. Because what's hard is it's so easy. Like we can only talk about logistics. It's the same thing of someone being like, oh, well, let's be friends. And like, it's just a slippery slope, you know?
But how do they talk? Like, do they talk with a mediator and a third party? Always. You know what I mean? Like always?
I think like they always, like I feel like these situation is so bad that they have to go to such extreme lengths.
Well, like these are the situations where someone gets a restraining order.
Yes, no, exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah, like literally it's like, you have to stay away from each other. Like they are so terrible for each other. It's so sad.
I agree with you. But like, here's what's hard is like, they both have to want to enforce that. That's what's hard is they both have to want that. And even if one of them wants to sabotage, like they can.
Oh, totally. They can circumvent that.
They can circumvent that. It's just like, oh, let me text you directly.
No, let me text you directly. But I feel like they almost need to like get new phone number. Like they need to get new phone numbers, not know the new phone number. They like the mediator like sends their messages back to each other or something. I think
that's go ahead.
No, they just need to go to crazy lengths. This is unacceptable.
I know.
It's so hard though. They have a baby.
It's so sad.
I just go.
I do have a question for you. Do you have anything else?
No, go.
Do you feel like Dakota released this to like spite Taylor? Like, do you think Dakota had any part in releasing this? Because I have heard historically that he's basically like ruined every single promo for her. So like she did say that, I think, on her interview.
What's hard is that we have no idea what's going on behind the scenes.
I know, that's what's so
like
hard.
We actually have no idea what's going. Like the only thing we know are the 150 phone calls and that there's an investigation. Yeah, but it's like we actually have no idea what's going on beyond that. We have no idea what the evidence they're collecting is. Like, we have no idea who released what. Like he's claiming that he didn't release the footage. Yeah. So it's just like, I mean, I could speculate, but I have like zero idea. We have like no facts and no evidence. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm just like wondering what he thinks about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I feel like he probably gets put down more than she does. Yeah. And I think he might be like kind of tired of it. Because I think he might be like, you guys, she's also crazy. Yeah. I don't know though.
Which, to be fair, if I were him, I'd be like, I'm awful, and like so is she.
Yes.
Yeah. It would be like, I'm getting all this flame, and she is doing all this behind closed doors, and I've like kind of been protecting her because I love her, and then
and then probably a part of him is like, wait, she's gonna be the Bachelorette, and like go try and find love, and like I don't know, have all of this publicity, and I don't know, maybe he's fed up. I don't know.
Like,
I wonder what he's, I wonder what he's like really, like what does Dakota really think?
May this kind of love never find me or any of you.
You know what this gives? This gives Wuthering Heights.
This gives Wuthering Heights.
This is Wuthering Heights, but like worse.
But like
10 times worse.
10 times
like
worse. I mean, they were
life.
never violent.
No,
with each other.
they were never violent, but he did. He did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do the dog thing. That was weird.
The dog thing was weird. And like that was not the Heathcliff that I know. No. That was weird. That was very strange.
That's not the Jacob Elordi that I support.
That I subscribe to.
Yes.
It just leaves me speechless. And it's so hard because I want more facts and I'm excited for this to unravel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what's hard is like, I am curious to know what happened on The Bachelorette. Like for sure, could you not like, for sure Dakota at some point is showing up on The Bachelorette.
Oh, that
like,
would make amazing TV.
That is such good TV. Like,
moment.
you know, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And so you just wonder what happened, you know?
I know. If
like,
I wonder if she gets dropped from Slom.
I know she might get dropped from Slom.
I feel like it'll have to depend on the investigation, what happens afterwards.
I think Slom is in a good spot because they can just kind of play it out.
Mm-hmm.
ABC's in a tough spot because it's like, this literally airs tomorrow. Also, like the timing of this is also so crazy.
Yeah,
but to be fair,
sketchy.
like the domestic violence stuff is like, she was gone for 3 months and now she's back, you know? And so like, my point is that like, the domestic violence stuff is recent. So like...
I know the second round of domestic violence stuff, like everyone bringing up the 2023 stuff, I'm like, I already kind of know this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the new stuff that I'm the most, not intrigued by, but I'm like,
what's going on?
I'm like, this is still going on.
Yeah.
I was like, I know we had like the drunken rage that one time.
Right.
And now it seems to be a pattern. And the pattern is what's hard.
It's the pattern.
Then I hope she finds a really good therapist, and I hope she figures it out. Like
Yeah,
truly, I
no,
wish nothing but the best
totally.
for her and her family and her kids. And it'd be so sad if she lost custody of her kids.
Oh my gosh, she might.
I heard a thing
don't
that's
know.
like she could lose custody of both sons.
Oh my gosh.
Not of both sons. She has 2 and 1.
Yeah.
This would also be so hard if you're her ex-husband.
Yeah, because he's...
Been married to her, has to figure out what to do with his 2 kids who like are still his kids. Because all this stuff, like the craziness has really been since she got divorced from him. Like obviously they did the swinging together.
Yeah.
But like the really crazy stuff has been like after the divorce, the domestic violence, getting pregnant with Dakota's baby, all the Slom stuff.
Well, what's interesting is you don't hear anything about the ex-husband.
No, he's completely out of it.
Which I think is like good for him on his end. I wonder what he thinks.
I respect him and
Me too.
his wife also. Or
Is he even married?
They're engaged. He's like with someone and they have a child, but they've been together for like a couple of years.
Okay, good for him.
I think. I don't know if they got married or not, but
don't
yeah.
know.
Good for them. They're out of the public eye. That would be so hard. I can't imagine. But anyways, that was like our super long-winded take on the craziness.
It's so crazy.
No, and it's taken the world by storm.
You know, I feel like the learning here is maybe just like, don't swing.
We go back to day 1.
Like, just like swinging's weird. Like, just don't do it. Like you can be redeemed clearly, but like we forget that like she was a swinger. Mm-hmm. Like,
but
that's
also,
weird.
Miranda's
also a swinger.
And she has really composed herself.
She really has. She's really come a long way.
Yeah. But no,
I don't
I
know.
agree that, you know, probably all of them would be, maybe not, I think better off. Swinging, you're going to be better off if you don't swing, even if you still get divorced.
Yeah.
I think swinging just creates so many more layers. Because also then like their friend group got blown up. Because then you lose friends.
Yeah.
Don't swing.
Maybe just don't swing.
I would have stood by that regardless. Swinging just never leads to good things.
Yeah, it's just tough.
Like, I just don't. Now I'm on swinging, but if you're swinging, just like, how do you expect the marriage?
Like, how do you expect things to go well?
No, especially with like your close friend group. Like,
you're telling me that
disaster.
like jealousy isn't gonna like brew? That's crazy. Anyways, we don't have to get into this, but yeah, that's insane. They were actually swingers. Like, no, we forget that. We forget that happened.
No, I know. We just gloss over that. We're like, oh yeah, the soft swinging, the swingers. Like, it's kind of like a trope now, but no, they were switching.
Like, they were switching.
Like, they actually switched.
Yeah. You know, I think humans are like meant to be. I know people claim that they like humans aren't meant to be monogamous. I disagree. I think they totally are.
Yeah, if you're polyamorous,
that's what I mean.
Good for you. But yeah, no, monogamy personally just like wouldn't work for me in any lifetime.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. Anyways.
Anywho, Now let us violently just switch it into the episode. Also, this is a great time for us to give a brief pause. Whatever platform you're listening to us on, please subscribe if you're YouTube and follow us if you're an Apple Podcast or Spotify. It seriously helps the podcast out so much. We love you guys. Thank you. And now into the episode.
Okay, let's get into it.
Perfect. It's spring break season.
It is.
Everyone's going on trips this time of year. Summer's
warm.
coming up. And as we were thinking about spring break and all of the fun that goes with it, we were just thinking about like trips that we have been on, particularly like friend trips.
Yeah.
And just the nuance there. Because one thing I said to Rebecca once was, I can tell if you're having a good trip by the amount of times that you text me. And I have seen a couple trips where she is so available. She is texting me more on this trip than she is when she's at home. And I'll go to Davis like, she's not having a good trip. No. I'm like, the trip is tough.
There was one relatively recently and I was having the worst time ever. And so I am just blowing up Rachel's phone. Like I'm like on a beach. I'm supposed to be having a good time. I'm like, hey, how are you? What are you doing?
Literally, this was, can I say like
yes.
circa when
this
was circa the Coldplay debacle. She was on top. She was boots on the ground journalism, blowing up our family group chat. It's like 10 p.m. at night. She's like, have you guys seen this? Have you seen this Coldplay? I'm getting memes. The whole family group chat is just like, everyone needs to know she is fire hosing all of us. And I'm like,
the memes were so funny from that.
How's it going?
Also, side note, we haven't talked about how she went on Oprah.
Oh my gosh, I just saw a clip of her on Oprah.
Yeah, crazy.
I was like, what?
Like she was kind of like, I've seen only clips and she was kind of trying to defend herself.
Yes.
But like, it was like, it's normal for me to like work with other CEOs. Like like my husband knows, I guess they were separated, whatever, that does not condone cheating at all. But like, like she just wouldn't just address the fact that like her being in the arms of the CEO isn't weird.
Yes.
Like look, like I don't believe you. This is like weird.
Well, and she was trying to say like, well, I was hiding my face just because that's my personality. She's like, no matter what, I would hide my face from a Jumbotron. I'm like, yeah, maybe you're like a little skittish, but no, that was clearly like an I've been got moment.
No. Anyways, back to this.
So so Rebecca was knee deep in that. And I was like, aren't you supposed to be like having a pina colada right now? So anyways, it's just so tough when you are knee deep into a trip and you realize these are not my trip people. All of a sudden you are taking an underwater basket weaving course and you're like, how did I get here? You are not my trip people. Because with your friends, you realize you have vacation friends and non-vacation friends where it's like, look, we are BFFs in the wild, but it's good just like to know the places that your friendship should and should not go.
Oh, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like oftentimes the reasons why you go on trips, at least like for me, is like, oh, I would love to like meet people. Like I want to have a good time. But like, trips are such a high risk, high reward scenario because like if you end up connecting with the people, it's so fun. You're like chatting the whole time, blah, 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 blah. If you don't end up connecting with the people, guess what? I have nothing else to do other than text you.
No, yeah, you're like, I'm stuck here.
Literally, I'm stuck here.
Well, and like you guys have a group car. Like you don't have your own car.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm on a foreign island and we have all gone in on this car together. So like, I don't have the autonomy to just go as I please.
Exactly.
No, you're like part of the group. It's fun to meet people if you know 60% of the people there.
Totally.
And you're meeting 40. It's tough when you know like 15% and you're meeting like everyone there. And the worst is when you like kind of go knowing one-ish person.
Oh my
like
gosh.
You kind of get like the last
you're the
minute
fringe
tier 3.
invite.
Yes.
You're a fringe invite.
Mm-hmm. You get the fringe invite.
Yeah.
You show up and you're like, I am not part of any group, nor do you have like your best friend there.
Exactly. You don't have anyone that you can just like, at least I'm with you and we can
Comfort
peel
person.
off. We can peel off if this sucks.
No. It's scary.
Okay, there was one time that a guy invited me on a boating trip.
Yeah.
And like we were out in the middle of this lake nowhere. And so like I go thinking like, you know what, like I have nothing to lose. We had met only one other time for like maybe 10 minutes. And it was just like, oh, wait, this is fun. Like he's cute. Maybe like I'm going to meet some of his friends.
Yeah.
It was like the worst 3 days. Like, cause you know what also sucks is if a guy is inviting you on a friend trip where there's girls, the girls usually hate you. The girls are usually like immediately like, who is this girl? And then what was worse is too, like the only other girl I kind of knew, it turns out like they hated because like they were like city like group rivals or something like that. And so I didn't really know this girl, but like she was the only one I knew. But then these girls were like so cliquey, and there wasn't like 40 people, there was like 10. Oh. So it was like seriously the suckiest thing ever. And the guy was like fine, but it was just like it wasn't
Turns
it
out you
or whatever.
didn't fully click.
No, exactly. So it was like the worst 3 days.
Well, it's also tough if you're part of the girl group, or like if you're like we're planning like a close friend group thing, and then a guy like randomly invites someone.
No, it's annoying. It sucks.
It's just like, okay, but you should still be nice to them no matter what. You should be nice to people.
But it is hard when it's just like tough. You're like an outsider and like we have 5 years of history. It like
I tend to be the outsider as well. I feel like I don't tend to be the one who's like in the group with like the outsider that I'm bringing in. I tend to be the outsider who's like,
I'm like, hey guys,
please be nice. Like I'm just here for a good time. Like you tell me where to go.
It was the worst.
It's the worst. It's like when you have walked into a party, you scan the room and you don't see a single face that you know, and you're like, this is about to be a long night.
No.
But then it's 3 days and you're sleeping.
Well, that's the thing is like
it's so hard.
I'm stranded in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, and it's hard when you're with like a really tight friend, like a cliquey.
No, they were like really tight.
Because it's hard when there's like not the one person that'll like kind of bring you into things.
Totally.
When it's like they're completely off on their own thing and you're like, well, let me just lay on the boat for an hour by myself. And then it's also like you then feel like you're in imposition and you're like, I don't want to eat. I'm not going to shower, go to the bathroom. Like I will be a mouse.
Like I am not comfortable at all.
No.
And like, no best friend there.
No friend there. No, it's really hard.
That was the worst.
Yeah, so it's hard when you're like the fringe person or just like you're with non-vacation friends and all of a sudden you're like, wait, we don't want to go to any of the same places or do any of the same things.
No.
Well, because there are ways to vacation.
Yeah.
And I am personally, I'd love to know what you are. I'm personally in like a go all day. And then like once nighttime comes, I want to like eat dinner, watch a movie and be exhausted and just like go to bed immediately.
I feel like I'm doing the same way.
Yeah, it's like
generally.
10 p.m. hits and I want to be just like exhausted. It's dark. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
And I love a go day.
And you need a plan to do stuff because if you don't make the plan, like nothing ever happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you need those kind of people.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, and I was going to say, I'm like a type A vacationer, type A person. I would say a little bit more where it's like, I love to know what's going on. And I feel like what gets misunderstood is that I'm fine if we're not doing anything. Like if the plan is, hey, we're not like, we have no plans from 1 to 3, everyone's kind of on their own, and then at 5 we're gonna like go do something. I'm like, amazing. I don't need the whole day to be planned. I just need to know when the free time is because then I will go do my own thing.
Yeah.
Like I'll go on a side quest. But have you been in these situations where like you're sitting there, you're looking around and you're kind of like, is there a plan?
Yep.
Is there not a plan? Can I leave? Do I need to stay? Because the worst one, like you leave and then 30 minutes later, they're like, oh, well, we're going here. And you're like, there was nothing going on. And I was hungry.
Why do I feel like that happens like when boys plan trips usually?
Always.
I feel like it's like the boys friend group like wants to go somewhere and then it's just like, well, we don't have like a golf reservation, but we're going to go to the driving range right now and we're going to see if there's 4 extra tee times and like, and then we, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, there's just no plan. So I think you just need planners generally, but it's hard too when it's not your trip.
No,
that's what's hard.
Yes.
It's not your trip. So then you feel like you're in imposition and stepping on someone else's toes when it's like, well, what are we doing?
Yes.
And then it's like, well, like this isn't my house. This isn't my trip.
Yes. No, I was going to say it is so important to know your role on trips.
Yep.
Like when I am on a family trip with our family, it's like captain hat. I'm the captain now.
And everyone's like, okay.
I am like, we are deeply entrenched. When I feel like we have a good like group dynamic,
Yes.
everyone's kind of trying to plan something.
Yeah.
But like when we're in Europe, it's like I have dinner reservations every single night ready for
You're
us.
the type A planner.
We don't go to half of them, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But then like when I go on trips with someone else's family or like when I don't plan it, I feel like the planner gets first say of what you do.
Yeah.
For sure. It's like you plan this is your trip, you get first say of what we're gonna do. But then also it's like I'm completely out. Like I will give no opinions. I don't care. I'm either like all the way in or I'm like, I don't care what happens, this isn't my trip. And
you just don't want to be in a position.
Because the worst is when the fringe inviter comes and then they try to take over.
Take over it, and then everyone else is annoyed with them.
And you're like, this isn't your trip.
Totally.
And you're like, you gotta know your place here.
Well, it's tough too when like there's like a trip organizer, but like you're also visiting like a different place. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's just like then they want to do something that it's like completely different. You know what I mean? Where it's just like I don't want to go to like X store. I'd rather like go to the beach. But like other people are rallying, and so it's just like, okay, fine. Like I feel like oftentimes the bigger personalities sometimes just overtake.
Oh, they do overtake.
And it's just really tough.
And it's tough because I will always take the backseat to the bigger personality.
For sure.
Despite what my persona on the pod may seem.
No, I know.
I will always I'm a backseater. Like, if there's someone that wants to drive, I'm like, you take it. I will not go head to head with anyone on the trip. I'm just like, fine. I don't care. Enough. Also, something that I need to bring up is that there are some people that do not need to eat on vacation.
No, they, especially girls, like, or sometimes guys actually too. It's just like, well, I want breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, I'm like, shocking news. I need 3 meals a day, preferably 2 snacks.
Yeah.
And some people are like holding out until dinner time.
Or like they have lunch at 2 p.m. and they're like, I'm just not hungry for dinner. I'm like, wait, so we're not going to eat till like 9 a.m.?
That is my worst nightmare.
So true.
My actual worst nightmare. Like, they wake up and they like kind of have like a little drink or like a protein shake. And then they're like, we'll just go till dinner. Or then they get a snack. Oh my gosh. Some people like don't eat and I don't understand. And then you're starving and you're like, I'm by myself and what do I do? But I just love being exhausted at the end of the day and being type A on vacation's hard. There's
it is.
like the best vibes.
You kind of have to like let go sometimes if it's not going your way.
Yeah, you like fully let go.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, I was once on a trip that like was one of like Davis's friends' trips.
Yeah.
And I literally texted you and I was like, I am just along for this ride and this is such a good exercise for me in letting go. Yeah. Like, whatever happens, I'm not part of this.
You know what? Something that's funny this is like unrelated, but like related but unrelated. But like when you're going on road trips with a big group of people, big group of people, and you get put in the wrong car, or like you're like, again, this is like when you're kind of a fringe invite person, and you're just like, they're divvying out the cars, and you're just like, where am I supposed to go? Yeah. And then it's just like, you randomly choose a car and like it's a 4-hour drive and then you just like hope it goes well.
Well, and it's hard.
It's like the worst feeling ever. And then it's like, well, I can't wear my AirPods. Like, this isn't a plane. Like, because we're driving, we have to talk. And like, but if you're in a plane, like, it'd be fine.
Well, and it's so awkward when the person who invited you doesn't claim you.
Yes, totally.
Like, all of a sudden you're like, you invited me. I'm supposed to be like under your wing a little bit.
Yeah,
like, at
totally.
least be like, oh yeah, you're in my car. And all of a sudden the person who invited you, you're not in their car.
No.
All of a sudden it got filled by their BFFs and now you're like in the back of a 10-passenger van somehow.
Yep.
And you're like, what did I do to get here?
Or you're in the back of the truck with like 3 people and it's just like, okay, we're going to keep the conversation going for 4 hours. Oh my gosh.
There's so much pressure.
Anyways.
The worst is when someone is like, let's play the ABC game. And you're like, we've lost the entire plot. The plot is completely lost, but
they can be really fun too.
No, I was gonna say, but going on trips with fun people is like a 10 out of 10.
Oh, it's the best. Fun. No, it's the best.
And honestly, even the trips you go on with people where you're like, oh, we didn't do all the activities that I would have done, they still end up being so fun.
Yeah, totally.
Like, honestly, in the end,
totally.
like, I had a really good time. And like, worst case scenario, you get a tan.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. Really, the worst trips for me are just the ones where like the people like make me feel uncomfortable. That's what's hard. And where it's just like, man, I would actually just rather be at work. No. And that's bad. That's bad. When that's the case, that means it's bad.
Yeah, if you would rather be at home. Yeah. Because most of the time, if it's like, oh, well, at least I'm here and I'm having a good time. But yeah, it's hard when you're like, I'm uncomfortable for 3 days. It's the discomfort that's like,
what do you do? What do you do in that scenario? Like, you're on a trip, it's day 2, and it's just like, man, like, I'm so uncomfortable. Like, because it's hard too. It's not like you have other stuff to do. It's just like, you're supposed to be relaxing and just like unplugging from life. But like, it's just like, oh my gosh, what do you do in that scenario?
I mean, what should you do or what do I do are 2 very different things.
Okay, what are they?
What am I going to do is I'm just going to stop speaking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mute. Again, a 3 to 5 business day mute session. Yeah. And not, it's not the silent treatment, but I just will stop speaking.
No, yeah, same.
Like, I'll just stop trying to like interact with anyone and I will just, hopefully I have a book that I can just like go into my own world and do a book. Yeah. And people probably think I'm really boring, but I'm just like, I don't know what to do here. Yeah. What probably you should do, I don't know what else you do, because it's like, okay, do I try to befriend people who clearly don't want to be my friend and don't want to spend time with me? Yeah. But probably it's like you try to make the most of it.
Yeah, you just try to make the most of it.
Like, I'm imagining if there's a situation in which it's like I could get my own vehicle and go somewhere else, that
would be the ideal.
Like, if you're, for example, like say you're in Hawaii or something, like try to get a moped. Yeah. Try to get a Lime scooter and scoot your way to the beach and be like, okay, I'll see you guys later. Like, I'm gonna go grab some lunch.
I'm surfing.
But it's tough if you're like really stuck. Yeah. Like really in like a close quarter situation. That's when it's really hard.
Maybe you just rule of thumb, bring a book on a trip. Always
bring a book.
Always bring a book just in case.
Bring a book. Did you have service on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you had service. That's nice. You can go on like walks and phone calls.
Yeah.
I would just start.
Well, I mean, I was texting you the whole time.
Yeah, you were texting me the whole time. No. I meant the boat one.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't think I had service.
Yeah,
maybe I did. I can't remember.
I feel like you like patchily had service.
Yeah, no, that was the worst because there wasn't even any service.
Yeah, because if you have service, I'm like, well, go on a walk. For me, it's like, oh, I'll go on a walk and then I call someone.
Well, like, but you were on a lake, so there was nowhere to walk. That's the issue. Is like,
can you go like kind of like grapple on like, you know how when you dock
I guess
the boat, you
can,
like
you could kind of grapple, but there's only so far you could have gone.
I think I would just try to go somewhere alone.
Where?
Like, can you lay on the sand?
Yeah, you could do
like,
that.
Maybe I would just go like lay out.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
fair.
And be like, oh, she's just tanning. And then there was at night, people are like, do you want to play a game? And I'm like, no.
No, absolutely not. It's the worst. Oh my gosh.
It's so hard when you like practically get to how do you solve that solution, and it's like you gotta suffer through the next few days.
No, that's what's hard.
And try to make the most of it.
Yeah, you really do try, but
The worst
it's
is
hard
when you've
when
taken PTO too.
I know,
But it's hard when what do you?
Well, I feel like it's hard when it just like doesn't mesh naturally. So it's like you're just like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this like is not going my way,
No.
and like I'm just trying to force it, and it's just not there.
No,
It's really tough.
weird is not. Meant to be.
No.
But I hope all of your spring breaks went swimmingly and fabulously. And I hope you had so much fun. I'm not going anywhere for spring break this year. And then you realize as an adult, you don't have spring break.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you say spring break, I'm like, I guess it's like if you have kids, it's spring break. And then if you're in college.
Yeah, well, I feel like
high school.
Well, most colleges have spring break.
Oh, that's fair, actually.
It's only BYU that has a spring day. Like,
that's weird.
Every other school has spring break
fair.
except for us. Like, I think spring break's actually a big thing in most colleges. And they just really...
It's beyond me.
Really did not set us up for that. But I feel like growing up, I feel like you actually just have the gap between college and when you have kids where spring break doesn't exist to you.
Yeah.
Because actually, for most of your life, like for everyone, all my friends that have kids, like, oh, it's spring break, my kids are out of school. Whereas,
that's actually
like,
so true.
I'm in the in between. Actually,
that's so true.
Spring break doesn't exist for me, and it's just you have to take PTO. And it turns out work. I think work should give you more vacations.
I agree.
High school, where it's like, okay, yeah, you get because they do give you some days, but I need more days. No, I need the whole week of Thanksgiving,
the whole week,
2 weeks at Christmas,
a spring break,
and
a summer break,
You know, for those of you that want to work at Deloitte, they give you a summer disconnect.
How long is that for?
They give you like an extra 3 days. Like at the 4th of July, if it's on a Thursday.
3 weeks.
No, they'll give you a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That's so underwhelming.
Which felt really generous at the time.
That is so underwhelming, actually.
And the worst was when my 4th of July got fumbled completely.
What do you mean?
Just as we were talking about, like, things didn't pan out exactly how they were supposed to.
Oh, your 4th of July wasn't what you wanted it to be.
Yeah, and I just felt like it was one of those things I was like, these days are so precious.
Yeah.
That it was really hard for me when I was like, I didn't capitalize on these days that I had off, and now I'm going back to work, and I just, like, feel a little bit...
Not recharged and, like, probably
almost, like, let down in a way. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
And then, like, I blame myself. I'm like, you should have taken control. But I don't. I resist the temptation.
Good for you.
No, I don't actually have the temptation to ever take control.
No, when it's clear that you, like, shouldn't take control, like, there is no fighting.
No. Like somebody would have to actively ask me to be like, I need you to do XYZ thing, and then maybe I'll consider it, but most likely I'd be like, oh, no, it's totally fine.
Yep.
No, I'm not getting involved.
Totally.
But... Man, I feel like everyone has been on a trip like that.
I feel like you have to.
It's a rite of passage.
No, it is.
Just being on a trip where you're like, this was not where I was supposed to be on this day.
And it's like, wait, I don't want to be on this trip.
I actually have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
If you're dating someone and having them pay for your trip, what is your opinion on if, like, you're dating someone, at what point should they pay for the trip? Or should they never pay for the trip? You're a girl and it's a guy.
I feel like if they are asking me on the trip, I think they should, like, at least pay for my flight.
Okay.
Yeah, I really definitely, like, if it comes to food, like, I feel like they don't have to pay for everything. But yeah, if, like, flight and lodging, I think is on them. But unless it's like somewhere like, wait, I like really, really want to go here. Like, will you go with me? And I feel like that's something that, like we've been dating for like a good amount of time. Then it's like, okay, maybe like, and like I'll pay for my flight if like it's really I'm the one. But if like they're pursuing me, like they can pay.
They can pay. Well, I feel like especially as you get older too, it's like no. Because I feel like when you're in college, it's a little bit more like it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
But especially when you get older, you're like no.
Like this is why you work.
Take me on
To
a
take
trip.
me out. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I would say like Davis and I, when we were first dating, we went on like a friends trip that I paid my own way. Some other people didn't pay their own way. And people were like, wait, really? You paid for that? And I was like, well, yeah, it was like a friends trip. Like Davis just sent me the flight info and was like, hey, this is the flight we're all taking. So I bought my ticket. But we were so young that it just doesn't count.
Yeah, you were 20.
Like I was 19.
Oh yeah.
So it's like when you're in college, I think it's a whole different playing
fair.
field when it's like everyone is
Did
just
he
trying
not offer
to
to
fight.
pay?
No, he didn't offer to pay. But the funny thing is, I didn't think anything of it.
Then it's probably fine. It's like
That's
if you
why it
thought
was
nothing
fine.
of it, then like
no, I didn't think anything of it. And then like I like Venmo'd the guy for the Airbnb and was just like, I mean, he paid for most of my meals there,
okay, yeah.
but it was no pay your own way.
Wow.
But I didn't think anything of it.
Old. Well, then it doesn't matter.
No, but it's fine. But I think if as I would get older, I would have, my expectations would change.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I just thought, I think it's like always so interesting because sometimes I'll hear of people where it's like he invited me there and like made me pay.
Yeah, see, I'm just not privy to that.
Yeah. I love that she's like, I'm not privy to that. That doesn't exist for me.
No, that
It's like the
that's
Nicki Minaj
so
quote
unnecessary.
where she's like, I don't go on those kinds of planes. Rebecca's like, I don't go on those kinds of trips you speak of.
If you're gonna invite me to a trip and not pay for me, no, I think I'm good.
She's like, I'd rather not go.
Yeah, and it's not about like me being like I can afford it, but it's just like you're not gonna like. If you invite me, like you gotta be prepared.
Yeah, that's actually
like that's the thing. Like,
well, it also depends on how deep you are into dating. Particularly, like, if you like haven't DTR'd, you're like we're like not relationship-y.
Yeah,
like you're not my boyfriend.
I don't know. Even then, if we're not in a relationship, then he should be pursuing me. And so like,
no, that's what I'm saying. No,
okay. Then I was thinking you were saying. So like, continue what you were saying.
I was saying like before relationship, when he's pursuing you, he should pay.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
I'm saying more so like when you're deep in the relationship. Kind of what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Where it's like when you're deep in, and it's a little bit more like, hey, we should go to Japan.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit different.
I think that's more different.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But you know, like if he's pursuing you and it's like we're not dating and you're asking me on this trip, like
I think
I want to be pursued. Which some people think it's the opposite, and I'm like, I want to be pursued, queen.
No. And like I think by that point it's like you're like fine, like your money is my money.
Yeah, you're becoming one.
And
you're
it's kind of like I feel like by that point it's like they've probably spent so much on you. It's just like I'm not going to make them pay like $1,800 for this trip that like I also want to go on. So
you're like, this is what I can do for you.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just like so fascinating.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully with your boyfriend though, like all your trips are good. I feel like all my bad trips experiences are like ones that like I'm with a group of friends and I don't have like a significant other really.
No, it's typically a fringe.
Yeah.
The trips are the fringe ones.
Yeah.
That really
like really bad ones. Well, you kind of have had some bad ones.
Yeah. they've always though like long run been really fun though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's always been like a good vibe at the end of it. True. Where I'm just like, you know what, this is a good time. And I didn't have to work for it, but
good.
And that was great.
Good.
But yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just reminiscing.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm still in shock about T. Paul, and I wish her the best. And I feel like I just need to end it also with wishing her well.
You know, I wish her well too. And people make mistakes. And like, let's hope she changes and what she's doing is wrong. And also like good for the ABC. And I also want to support ABC somehow.
Yeah. Let's all tune into American Idol, the rerun.
Of American. You know what show they should rerun? They should rerun like the best. They should just do like best of American Idol episodes. So like if you think of the best American Idol like winners, like Kelly Clarkson, like Carrie Underwood, Daughtry. What happened to Chris Daughtry?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about them.
Phillips.
Oh, that's so right.
Like, what if they just kind of did like reruns of like their greatest hits or something, like American Idol's greatest moments?
I think they should hire Kelly Clarkson to sing covers for an hour. I would watch that. I love Kelly Clarkson covers. They should just get her on.
No, they should do a live show. They should do a live show where it's Kelly Clarkson or Carrie Underwood Man, they're probably gonna like they're financially just like in the hole. Maybe they should just call us.
They're losing so much money. Oh, guys, I would do anything. I would do it so big for them. And if they know me, I'm a budget baddie, so I'll DIY the whole show, and we will make it work. ABC, give me a call. We can work something out.
Dude, it just sucks for ABC.
It sucks. The thing is, there are so many people that would fill that TV spot for free.
You know what? They should think about that.
Yeah, they should
in their
think
strategy
of someone,
meetings. It's like, okay, who's willing to go on for free right now?
Like maybe they should have like the host or something. Like,
yeah,
do episodes.
I don't know if they would do it.
You don't think they would do it? I mean, they're worth so much, but I would do it for publicity.
I would do it for publicity
like,
too.
Think about so many eyes. You're like on TV.
Yeah, that's fair. You're on TV.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's fascinating, but I'm so intrigued to see what happens. I wish them nothing but the best. Yeah. And we love you guys.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time. Bye. And just like that. And that is her. Oh, it stayed on the whole time. Yeah. That's amazing. I thought it was going to quit on me. Did you end this? Yeah, I did both of those. And then I need to go into our audio.